Hey y'all, where y'all at? It's me again. That's right, boring ass cooking. I'm cooking. Who's looking? Who's out there? Come on, guys. Where's my regulars? Today I'm grilling some salmon, some wild salmon. So that's what they say. Actually, it looks pretty easy. Let's get it to it. What I did was I seasoned this last night, and that's what I put on it today. That's a little paprika, some onion powder, a little bit of adobo, not much, a little bit of parsley, not much. The veggies that I got going with this is broccoli, carrots, red onions. I found them to be pretty healthy when you're trying to stay healthy. Broccoli, carrots. You know, I cook them down well. I mean, depends if I want that crunch. I won't put that much water in it. But the seasoning in there is just black pepper. So that's what we doing. So let me just let y'all see what this look like, because I already greased the pan, but you see, it's already getting that grill effect. And what I wanted to do was take a little bit of melted butter and just pour it over the top of that. Just a little bit. Maybe like about a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. You know, I even squirted a few lemons, although you see lemon on the top of that. I squirted some lemons on there. But like I said, the seasoning, I put a little Old Bay on it too. So that, you know, fishy fish, that's for the fish. And here, I put some of this seasoning. They said it was nutritional and it's good, so I like it. You know, no salt. I didn't put any raw salt on it, so let's see what happens. Let's see what this looks like over here. This sure looks good. Couple seconds. I'm going to turn her over and put a little butter on her. But right now, let's just let it cook for a little bit. Hey, Jack. What's up, girl? How you doing? We had some good weather today. I enjoyed it. But guess what? Today's message is going to be like, if you got a CDL license, by the way, this is some gin and juice, because I had to get it like that. So if you got a CDL license, and I don't know what state you are in, but they're not reminding you. They're reminding you about your medical. But the thing is, if you don't get there and do it on time, then what's going to happen is that in my state, you have to make an appointment over the phone. But there's no open appointments there right now. There's no open appointments, so I had to do a walk-up. So by me doing a walk-up, I stayed there from 10:30 to, I'm turning this bad boy over, first of all. Hopefully my lemons will stay there good. Because they say you're supposed to cook it on the skin side, but I just want to cook a little bit on the other side. I know that. I want to cook it on the other side a little bit. So I was there from 10:30 to 1:30. That's because they had incorporated appointment dates. And I wasn't giving up my CDL, so what I was going to do is keep it. You know, another year. Never know what I'm going to do with that. But after getting there, I forgot that I had to take a physical for it, because it's a year in between and everything that's going on. So we tend to forget when we got a lot of things on our plate. So I tend to forget. So waiting there from 10:30 to 1, I actually had to go to another spot, which was a walk-in, and do a physical. But when I got there and took the urine and stuff, they said that they couldn't do it. Get out of here. Watch later. So they said they couldn't do it, that I had to come back Monday. But I had already took the urine, and they They had checked my BMI around my neck, because you can't be too big when you go into get your physical. They got these certain qualifications that you have to maintain while you are a CDL driver. Make sure that you don't have sleep apnea. Thank you. I don't have that. But what if you're home on what do you call it, doing the quarantine, and you gain some weight and you can't drop it. Like, I got an extra chin. I'm not afraid of it, but I try to eat healthy now so that I can make sure that I can keep my heart healthy. Being 60, you got to keep your heart healthy, man, if you want to stick around. And we tend to have like high blood pressure, diabetes comes next, all the rest of the garbage that comes in, right? So when I got there, I think my pressure was too high, really, because I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. Okay, I turned it back over because I'm liking this. Just a little grilled charred part. And what I'm going to do is drop a little bit of honey on that and turn it over again to help the char. I want to drop a little bit of honey on it. Not much, just a little bit. Like S formation. Turn it back. Now, back to what happened. Let's put this lemon back under here. Back to what happened. My high blood pressure spiked, so that's why I couldn't get it. It was too high for them to give it to me. So what I did to get it down, because they told me to come back, but the key down here, you had to pay again. It's $114 if your medical coverage is not paying for it in my state. So that means $114. So we rounded off to the nearest dollar. That was $230 to get it back. Plus the time that it took for me to, to put it back. It was to go back to the to go back to motor vehicle. They charged me $40. So really, it took me like $270 to put my thing back together. So what I'm trying to say is that you might not have that problem, but if you got anything that's important that you need to take care of, go look and see what's going to be overdue, or what you have to do, or what's the protocol to get stuff back together. Because since COVID, nobody's working. Everything is by appointment. And if your appointment is past your due date, if you didn't do it ahead of time, excuse me, if you didn't do it ahead of time, you'll be sitting there waiting and hoping that somebody, some magic will happen. So that's what happened to me. And so my message is, with everything going on in today's life, what you got to do is look at everything that's important, that has an expiration date, that's valid to you, because you don't know what you're going to be up against. However, what I did to make sure that I maintain my pressure and my calmness, over the weekend, I got on my bike, which I get on, occasionally, but I got on it straight for 3 miles, one day and the next day. I started Friday when I got back, because I was saying I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Actually, I'm going to give it up when I'm ready to give it up. So I got on the bike and I went and got cabbage, a head of cabbage. I got some broccoli spears and some cauliflower spears and carrots together. I got some parsley. I put it all in the pot, cut up some onions. We're talking no seasoning at all, and I was able to get my pressure to like 130 over 73, which was good when I went in there. So that does work. So I said, hey, you know what? Let me just stay on this thing. This little regimen of, trying to put like more greens into my system. And tell you the truth, you really don't need much to put with it. Like, because when you put an onion, red onions are good for you. Broccoli is good for you. If you look up all these things, they're all good for your pressure. And damn, who likes veggies? Kids don't even like veggies. I mean, I'm not a big veggie person either, but that made me, and my daughter, she was like, wow, this tastes really good. So I'm saying you mix the broccoli, the carrots, the cauliflower, and some parsley, pieces of parsley in it. I got the stems and stuff, onion, and call it a day. No oil, no nothing. You could put pepper in it, you know. But all the stuff has its own juices in it. It makes a pretty good thing. And then you don't cook it all the way down to where it's soft. You cook it where it got some crunch to it, and it's pretty good. So I ate that for Saturday, for Friday night dinner. And I ate it till the whole pot was gone. And I was proud of myself because I never had to be crunched up against something to make sure that, you know, my pressure stayed down. Because it's not that I eat salt. It's just that when something aggravates me, stress, that goes high. It goes high. Like I can't control my inner stress. So I'm thinking about incorporating some St. John's wort, WORT. It's almost like a mood enhancer, but it balances. I'm not a doctor, but I know what it does because I took it years ago. It balances out your mood and shit. Like if somebody beeping their horn, you won't say, "Hey, you," You're just like, okay, and keep it going. Sort of like, you know, you're on some mellowness. So, and it to me is natural. So why not? You know. You do things so that you can live long. Let's turn this thing around and see what's going down. I hope you guys had a really good, that's lemon there. I'm going to eat that too. But I think she's about ready. You know, I really do. Because I like, you know, I like it grilled, man. There's no fatness to it or nothing like that, you know. It's been on there for a little minute. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to cut it open. I'm going to give it a C-section. You guys are looking up. Let me see. Today's Friday. I hope everybody had a great Friday, a great Monday through Friday, but that's what happened to me. So, you know, trials and tribulations, y'all. That's what we go through. Let me rinse this plate out. You know? So this was actually a packaged wild salmon, and it came in that size. So I like it because salmon is actually good for you. Know what I'm saying? It's actually good for us. It's got some goody goods in it. And I'm going to cut it again so y'all can see it. And I'm going to put some veggies so y'all can see it. Carrots. Red onions. I looked up all of this stuff, and it says that this stuff actually, see guys, oh my goodness, let me get me a fork, and then we could really see what's going on. Yeah, I looked it up to see what lowers blood pressure, because mine was at a rocket. You know, mine was at a rocket. Okay. I know y'all can't taste it, but believe me, the seasoning is in there because I seasoned it the day before. It's done. See? My broccoli. See? You hear my grandbaby in the back? Carrots. She's singing. She like this too. But yeah, today was a trying day for me. But we're going to get those days. You know why? Because that's just how our life is. Nothing's never easy. If it is, it ain't worth it. Nothing. I don't care what you're doing. You could be doing something as simple as baking a cake. And if you don't whip it right, it ain't gonna come out fluffy. If you're making it from scratch. When you're making bread, if you don't knead it right, and put that love in it, it's not going to come out right. So anything you do in this world, in this planet, you have to take your time and put your foot in it, put your work in it. I heard this guy on the radio today said, if you're doing something and you got a dream and you really got a love for that dream, that you should stick to it no matter what. No matter even if it looked like it ain't going nowhere. He said eventually you're going to break through. It's almost like a little chick trying to come through the shell. They be chipping at it. I watch that on one of these nature channels. And you'd be surprised the way they do it. They chip around in a circle until, and I know they ask you tired because there ain't a lot of room in there to do that. So imagine your life. And that's what you're doing. You're chipping around, chipping. This is an analogy. And then you chip it around until you got like enough space to pop your head up. And once you pop your head up, get out of here, whoever that is. You know, it's free. You made it, you know. You made it to where you going, wherever you going, you made it. Made it open. The same thing with life. That's like an analogy for life. I'm always that little chicken or that little chick, chipping away at whatever I dream about until I hit it. So if you out there dreaming, no particular age to dream, y'all. You got something you want to make happen, no matter how ugly it look out here, do it. Oh, I meant to tell you, since I tasted, I put some cayenne pepper. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Let me get it on the top because I wanted that twang to it. Cayenne pepper. See, guys, that red spicy stuff. You know, to that color and that flavor gives it a little really good, you know, spice on it without salt. So, hold on. I love you, Zeta. Hi, baby. Hi, Vanessa. Much love, girl. You be looking good with them children. Hey, Helen, how you doing? Girls, I can see without my glasses. I'm squinting a little bit. But yeah, I know it's raining out here, so you know that's what I'm doing a live too, because it's raining. I ain't got nothing to do. How the weather out there, y'all? In the NYC. Huh? I hope it's being nice to y'all. It's almost time for Easter, whatever that is. But chocolate, eggs, all the rest of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a chocolate kid. But it's best to eat dark chocolate. You know why? That's good for your heart. And I'm not a doctor, so nobody say I'm a doctor. I'm gonna tell you what. Look it up if you don't believe me. When I want chocolate sometime, I'll get this one. It says 100%. And you know what? Linden's is good, but this 100%, if it's 100% of something, you know that there's 0% of sugar in that. So that means that it's dark chocolate and it tastes horrible. But if you feel like you got it, it has flavonoids, if I'm saying that correctly. Let me show you what it look like. It's that dark. It's that thin. So those I think it's called flavonoid, don't quote me on it, but look up dark chocolate and the benefits of it for high blood pressure. That's right. You wouldn't even think of that, right? I know, it's horrible. That's why I still got a big piece, because I only take little pieces of this. This is not like a goddamn Hershey bar, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or a Mr. Good bar. It's like one of those. It's like one of them shits that you don't want to eat. You know, one of them candy. You might go eat that chocolate. No. So, I hope everybody's healthy and good, living their best life, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring us. We don't know that. Shit changes all the time. That's one. Two, For y'all who that's looking for money, I ain't no expert on it, but I follow this guy named Lesko, Matthew Lesko. He look like he don't know what he talking about, but he'll tell you how to get the money that the government got, because your state has money and they not going to knock on your door to ask you, hey, you want this money that COVID gave us? They're not going to do that. So take a look into that if you're thinking about starting a business or something. There's money out there if you need it, for rent, for light, for gas. Apply for it. The way he tells me, you got to go to your council people, your senators, whoever, dig for it. It might take some work, but that's life anyway. So if some of you are in problems because you can't work, can't pay your bills, don't have an income, start looking for something. Don't just sit down there and let them roll over you with the big roller. Okay, guys? So, for those of you that know me, I love you. But, oh, my skin got a lot of skin too, girl. Please. Who there? Who's that? I hate these glasses, but you know I had to do it. Granny. Helen's watching. Bring you on camera? No. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, this is really good. And tell you the truth, it's actually filling. Salmon? I don't know why. But it tastes pretty good. And you ain't know what's got to go out and eat. Know why? Because you got that money. Or your stimmy. Sit home and make your own shit. It takes no time. Y'all see me doing it. And you can put whatever you want on it. And you know that it didn't hit the floor. And Johnny didn't pick that shit up and put it back on the plate before he brought it to you. Feel me? So, buy your own shit. And make it. They got stuff you could grill it. Look, I'm grilling. I'm inside. It's raining outside. And I grilled it. What you have to eat today? Grilled salmon and vegetables? Yes, indeed. My daughter's going to be happy. She been waiting for me to make that salmon. But this is what we do. I love you guys. Really, I do. I miss you guys, the ones that I haven't seen in a minute. Hey, you. I'm coming. I know you want me over there. She need my attention. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful, safe Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy your life, like I said. And if you want to know about anything like that, what I was talking about, I'll give you the information, you know, because sometimes, you know, hair be acting up. So I got to get over to my other spizzy, you know what I'm saying? And make it happen. But if I find out anything that sounds like it's informative to you guys, I will tell y'all in a heartbeat. Because that's what I do. You know what? We were trained to do that. Trained to help others. Trained to help others. So, stay safe, like I said. And I see you on my next live. Sorry about that, that life. But you hear, nature's calling me, my grandbaby. So, one love, y'all. Peace out.